I've got you in my sights. I can do this with my
Double. Triple kill.
I'm on fire.
Hey yo, what's up everybody? AC now. This is a big change coming to Destiny, and I've done some research for a bit, watch various YouTubers, and watch bits of the stream, and basically I just have this sheet of shit that they're doing to Destiny in the new patch coming out. So let's start off with special weapons. Shotguns are dead. Hate to tell you guys this now, shotgun meta is done. Snipers aren't going to move in, and neither are fusion rifles. Here's why. When you die, you drop all your special ammo, and you can't pick it up again. Meaning, guess what? When you get fucked over by, say, a newly buffed gun, yeah, you lose your special ammo. There also is some nerfs with the shotgun. Say how there is less aim assist, there's no more crit damage, except for Chaperone and Universal Remote. Universal Remote, though, will not be seeing this decrease in ammo because it is technically a primary weapon. And no more precision damage, except for Chaperone. And decreased accuracy in air. And if you're using the perk Rangefinder, your ADS time has been decreased by 25%, meaning that it takes you longer to aim down your sights, allowing the perk to proc. Now, this nerf it's changing the meta because people have been asking for a primary only meta, so I mean this is kind of like giving it to them. Alright, guns that will not be effective are Icebreaker, the Invective, and Sidearms. Except for the guns No Land, which is a sniper, but it's a primary, and Universal Remote. Now, moving on besides all that, I would rather go into detail in another video about specials, primary classes, but I gotta move on quick. Alright, primaries. In-air accuracy is increased all around for primaries. Now, scout rifles do not have any changes, except for high caliber rounds. High caliber rounds have decreased flinching on hand cannons, scouts, and pulse rifles, or the pulse rifles that actually matter. But what is getting a damage buff and a increased headshot buff are high fire rates hour rifles, such as Cyros, Does Not Bow, Shadow Price, etc. Those types. Now, your now aim time to kill using these guns is 0.8 seconds, which actually is now a faster time to kill than the high fire rate pulse rifles, which got a nerf. Okay, and now let's actually talk about the high fire rate pulse rifles. High fire rate pulse rifles got a couple nerfs, if you don't know. First off, they got a nerf to the clip, meaning that if you have braced frame on your Clover Dragon like I do, there's less bullets in there, so have fun with that. There's also a range nerf and there's also a bit of an accuracy nerf where the, accuracy just sucks now. But more importantly, Clover Dragon and that archetype has a slower fire rate, increasing the time to kill, and a bit of a damage buff, or a bit of a damage drop off, meaning that you can't fucking out snipers now, hopefully. But it did not got a buff instead. High impact, low fire rate archetype of pulse rifles. For example, the Angel's Advocate, Parthenon Shot, and Spare Chains, they all got a bit of a damage boost and a higher fire rate. Yay them. Alright, moving on to, say, hand cannons. Now, hand cannons are all back to the consistency of year one, meaning that you won't run into shadow shots anymore, which I am so happy for because I'm a Hawkmoon user, and I've been able to use that thing successfully since year one. So I'm going to start rocking that from once the patch drops. Also, though, with this comes a bit of a nerf. There is severe damage drop off once you get out of range. So, and they were demonstrating, once you get from sniping distance, your range just gets cut in half, which people think is bad, but it's actually really good when you look at it, because look, you're able to fucking snipe, and it hit, meaning that the consistency is just there. It's just really good. Okay, Now, what did not receive any changes besides scout rifles are snipers, fusions, and sidearms. Sidearms, though, is going to be coming back, though, and it's probably going to become a pretty big meta type move. I think people are going to start using sidearms a lot more because they can consistently have ammo for it. Alright, now let's talk though about the... Alright, now let's move on to classes. But, yeah, sorry people if you're wondering if snipers were going to get buffed, but no, they're staying the way they are. Ahem. Now, for exotic weapons and armor pieces that I haven't been able to discuss so far, they have not dropped any information about that yet, besides the general, what archetype it is. So, it is unknown until now. Once we figure it out, I'd like to make a video about that. I'd like to make a video talking about the guns, but we gotta move on to classes. Now, Titans, you guys got a bit of a nerf. Actually, a lot of each of the classes got a bit of a nerf. Titans Juggernaut shields they basically, when you jump up in the air, and when you're in the air a lot, your Juggernaut shield is going to disappear faster. It's not losing integrity, it's just going to be gone faster. Also, it cannot proc when you're in the air. So stick to the ground, sadly, even though I know you guys like to jump around. And so let's move on to the Hunters. The Hunters, the perk Hunger Blade on Blade Dancer got nerfed, meaning that you don't just start regenerating your health, you get a chunk of health. That's it. So now you can't just, almost die, kill one guy, and just expect your health to just regen faster than a Warlock. So sorry, but you guys did get a bit of a buff with your throwing knives. You see, every time you use your throwing knife, it counts as a solar type thing, which is what you guys have been begging for a while. Now it is to my discomfort that there's a bit of bullshit on my paper that they nerfed the Warlock Stormcaller class. It's not nothing big, but they nerfed the range of amplitude. Meaning, guys, if you have amplitude on your Warlock, just take it off. There's no point. Because now, no matter what, you're going to get 6 meters of range. So basically, you're just wasting up your melee slot. Which, I mean, it's complete bullshit, but now all Warlock melees do 6 meters. It's still the farthest out of all of them, except for a throwing knife, but yeah. Destiny bullshit. Okay. Also, Landfall. Now, I in particularly do not use Landfall. I don't know why they had to nerf it, but now whenever you use Landfall, it makes your Stormcaller drain away faster. So, yeah, I don't get it. I thought they would have done that with Blink, but thank God they didn't, in my opinion. Alright, now speaking of Blink, Blink got a bit of a nerf. Now, every time you blink, within like a second or a fraction of a second after you blink, you lose your radar. So you're a bit vulnerable after that. So, and that's about it that they've covered. Now, I'd like to go into some speculation about what's coming up. Now, they didn't say anything about it, but some YouTubers are theorizing that they might be bringing back old raids. They may not. It's hard to tell, but this would be a perfect time to do it, because I would really like to start rocking Vex Mytho class around again, and some of the old armor pieces, because some of them look pretty badass on the Warlock and Hunter and Titan. But there's a lot of speculation going around, and like I said earlier, we don't know what they're going to do with exotics. But some exotic armor pieces are coming, and they're changing. Well, that's kind of all I have for now. And that's kind of all that they've said. Now, once more detail is being put, and once the update goes live, I'd like to cover it. And I'd like to get back into Destiny. Alright guys, so this is it for the video. Hope you enjoy. If you did, leave a thumbs up. And I'll see you all in my